Well, good morning, fellow zombies. I'm not alive, I'm not awake. I do the diary of a griever named John Weaver, which is me. And I am to report to you that the things happened last night with all that outage crap that Edison threw at us. Yeah, dodged a bullet on that one, guys. They came. They turned off. And then about 3 to 4 hours, they came back on to life. I probably sound like it's just no big deal, but I'll tell you something, it is a big deal. If you're dependent upon power, you have to tell your utility companies that you are dependent upon that damn power. And if they happen to have any outages, they're going to have to make things right with you. Basically telling the power company that you cannot live without the power because you depend upon it for life support reasons. And I think somewhere I've forgotten to give that information. No, if I had, well, they listened actually. Nobody came to the door, but for about 3 hours I'm dealing with my dog, and I am dealing with power issues that everything else got turned off. And because they got turned off, of course my phone, cords for the pattern, for the TV. And because the power was turned off, that means that everything had to be stuck in the refrigerator. I've been through several of these already in the Antelope Valley. There was differences between living in the San Fernando Valley and out here in Antelope Valley, especially in the circumstances I had to undertake. And the circumstances are family with me. I can generate, we can deal with stuff, and it wasn't that much of a power outage when DWP turned things off. But for several hours, had to contact these guys if we needed anything. But when I was living in San Fernando Valley before we moved out here, Ma was able to get around. David was able to get around. And if we had the power outages, it's usually during the hot summer months. So we take the dogs and we have a trip. But the dogs at least will have something. Because we'd all be together, probably head out to the beach or something to hang out. And if it wasn't much of a problem regarding our dogs, we still had the air opened, windows open, so it'd be ventilations. And then we'd go out to the mall or somewhere that in areas that weren't affected by power outage. But the thing that was a major power outage is when we had the major quake kicking in. 71 was a pain in the ass, and 94 quake was a pain in the ass. It was. Major pain. We had to don't go on survival. Portions of the valley were still able and functioning. So we were able to get things to survive in our own darkened neighborhood right after a quake. Yeah. Well, we get out here to Antelope Valley, Ma's health turns into rotten. And David's running around like crazy. Trying to manage. And me, I'd be working one job or another. Now, I don't remember having the power outages this bad when I was living in Palmdale or Lancaster. We still had Edison or another power company of the valley to deal with, so we didn't deal with it. But coming out here, Kern County and Roseman County, after Ma passed away, Dave and I were dealing with power outages. We dealt with it in a trailer home maybe once or twice. But we were able to pack things up and take care of things. But out here now in the apartment complex, last 10 years, with and without my brother alive, I don't remember planning on so much to do or implementing a lot of it. Outages became more and more frequent after 2018. I had to get blue ice. I had to get plastic, Ziplocs. Storage containers, just the Ziploc bags. I had to fill them up with ice. I had to fill up the freezer with ice. Have some room for materially for food. But I wanted to make sure that I had things going. Bag in there that you see, well, that's got a lightsaber with fresh batteries on it. Somewhere along the walls, I've got a light strand going all the way over to here. You'll see the bugs. Bug war constant. I got light in here in the Christmas trees. Battery's already taken care of on that one. In the bathroom, I got a lightsaber. That's those flashlight things that makes noise. I've got another one in the bedroom. But I've also got Christmas lights. Let me show you. Yeah, you'll see the bugs as well. Daytime, they're getting more and more prevalent. I'm not apologizing for the mess. But this is what I had to deal with. See, this is the battery powered LEDs. And more LEDs. Actually, these things have lasted for a long while. These bulbs, once lit up. And these are just just emergency. Battery powered. And they go all over here. Some would think I'm pretty crazy when it comes out for this kind of stuff. Wait, it gets more gross. It's more gross. I'm not showing you the damn kitchen and the rest of it, even though it is pretty close and gross. Welcome to the freezer, guys. Very little room for food if I have it. But this is my preparation. This is my preparation for power outage. It doesn't say anything concerning about bug war, which is a constant, apologize, which is a constant thing. But this is what I'm dealing with. Yeah, that's about it. I got more lights coming in. One's supposed to be a different powered, and the other one's going to be plugged in. I'm planning on getting more and more decoration for the bedroom because it's going to be hard as hell for me to get around in this place. Because I'm not quite sure how to decorate this place, even with or without bug war. But I'll manage. But I just want to let you guys know I'm alive. Barely. My mom is about to spill water again. I know, Ma, I know. Give that 5 more minutes, I get your breakfast going. Know that she's had breakfast. I hadn't. There's a rule in the house. Dogs eat first before humans. The dogs are like our children. Children eat first before adults. But I still get to have my coffee. That being said, guys,